I was talking to people who are not able to grow beyond their whatever they are in, and you'll be surprised to know that they are fairly potential people, and the moment they decide they can grow, but yet something is stopping them, and ego is one of them. But it is not flat ego that is shown, but it is like underestimating the other person. So that is what we can start with. But there are five kinds of negative mindset which blocks you rather than somebody else. Let us talk about that. The first thing is about anger, right? Anger. What is anger? Anger is non acceptance of things which are beyond our control. If we accept, it becomes tolerance. So how do you think about this? What do you think about your tolerance level? And how much do you accept whatever is not in your control? There are a lot of things. People, for example, not in control. Time, for example, not in your control, but you can manage that. People, not in your control, but you still can manage. Do you realize that? So anger is that non acceptance of something which is there, you cannot control, but you are not able to accept that the fact also. So that is the negative mindset blockage number one. The second is, what is fear? Fear is non acceptance of uncertainty. If we accept the uncertainty, it becomes adventure. Do you realize that? So when what are the fears about? So the most blatant fear that leaders are afraid of are the fear of change and fear of loss of power, right? And I'll tell you something here. Suppose you are going for breakthroughs, right? And disruptions. So those are the newest way of looking at things, right? Do you realize that? And if you are, like, say, horribly afraid of those kind of changes, because in the change kind of scenario, it may so happen that you are not part of the entire scenario that is coming up, but where you will be. Suppose in your organization, in the entire new structure, you are not there anywhere. Where you would be? You will be gone? No, you will be moving on to a better position somewhere else, not in the structure, but beyond the structure. Now, there can be anything when you are part of the resource, right? Human resource. So, if you are not there, you will be somewhere else. But that transition, when you are moved to something new, right? When you are moved to something new, there might be you only. You are the only person without a team, where you are required to do everything. There are few friends out here who have asked me, how do I prioritize? So I told him that you can unnecessary but urgent, which are important but not urgent, you can delegate them to your second line. He says, there is no second line. How do I prioritize then? Then I said, you should be looking after, you have to take care of all those things. So when you have a supporting staff whom you can delegate, then it is power, right? And when you don't have any power, so you are fear of that change. So accept that, because that will bring out more capacity in you. I once was given 43 villages without a staff. So I managed it. Initially, I was afraid. But again, when I tried going about it, I took some other support which are not there officially. So that you can create. That is what resourceful, that is what being resourceful is all about. When there is no resource, you create resource, right? So Don't be afraid of it. So that is the second mindset blockage, about being fearful about something which you haven't seen or not in your control, right? The third thing, what is poison? Anything which is more than our necessity is poison. It may be power, wealth, hunger, ego, greed, laziness, love, ambition, hate, or anything. Now, let me tell you, most of us are blocked by one or more of these mindsets, right? Like, say, it might be we are looking for more wealth than we can consume, right? So that is why people say you have to do something, you have to allocate your wealth in some way, so that you know why you are acquiring wealth. Even if you show off too much, still there has to be some reason why you are showing off, right? So, the Mukesh Ambani, the wife of Mukesh Ambani, Nita Ambani, right? She has 21 aeroplanes. One would say what she does. At one time she can't go to 21 places herself. So why are we assuming that she herself has to go to 21 places? Might be she has some urgent work wherein she has to depute 21 people from her staff to go to places where there is, like, say, time constraint. That may be the case. We can't see what is the requirement, but that is why she has all the wealth in the world. Do you see that? So that is the third thing, poison. Anything more than that is poison. If you can't allocate, then it will not stay. It will be very, very negative for you. The fourth thing is, what is envy? Envy is non acceptance of good in others. If we accept that good, it becomes inspiration. Can you see? How do you get inspired? You get inspired by somebody who is senior to you, who is more knowledgeable to you, who is more likely, who is not there anymore. So we get inspired by people who are our forefathers. Do we get inspired by somebody who is there within us? If that is so, then actually we inspire somebody, we encourage somebody, we get friends with somebody, and also we get inspired, right? That creates a lot of support for us when we appreciate somebody, like, say, getting through something and getting ahead in life. If we can appreciate that, then we become friendly to that person. Do you realize that? So that is the fourth thing. And the final thing is, what is hatred? Hatred is non acceptance of person as he is. If we accept person unconditionally, it becomes love. How about that? So when we don't accept somebody as the person is, it becomes kind of anger, and it also gets expressed with, like, hatred. It gets expressed with, say, in some other form, negative form, that is very, very negative for us. Now, if we can accept that, then that becomes love. If we can accept a person as he is, then it becomes love. Don't you realize that? So it is, the negative mindset is about non acceptance of certain situations which are not in our control. Can you see that? So, if you like this, see, these are the little disciplines which actually makes or breaks you as a resourceful person. You become a resourceful person without having any resources if you overcome these mindset blockages, right? So, if you love this, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please get in touch with me so that we can talk and take you forward. Those are, believe me, those are very, very simple mindset issues which you do not come to terms with, but we can together. So please reach out to me with the video, the description. In the description, there is a link, right? So get in touch. Let us work together. Thank you so much.